We'd like to roll the drum to Suquamish. Suquamish! If you can hear me in the back, Suquamish! We are waiting for our relatives there, Siam. Haichka, Haichka. I think they're drinking more coffee. But again, my relatives, it's a beautiful day with our children. Another safe day here at Squaxin Island. You know, that's a beautiful thing, you know. The prayers that were put out for my father, the prayers for my cousin, the Fink Bonner family. You know, all those ones that have had loss during this journey, we want to let you know that we are praying with you. We are standing with you. You know, sometimes it's that hard thing to come out in public again. But I want to thank you for being here again on behalf of our families. They're not just our tribal council members, they're our relatives. You know, and we're thankful for them and their jobs they took on. And again, we want to roll the drum to Suquamish. See,
Good evening, everybody. My name is Vincent Chargoloff, Suquamish Renewal Warrior, and the current chairman of the Suquamish Youth Council. I'd like to say it's a pleasure to be here, and that first song that we did was the Gathering Song composed by Quialb.
This next song we're going to share with you belongs to the male house post in our House of Awakened Culture in Suquamish, and it was composed by Tamakto James Old Coyote, and it is our warrior song. Haichka Sim. Oh, so got a little business we need to take care of here. During that last song, one of our dancers lost some of their regalia out there on your floor. Their necklace broke, and we have some beads out on that floor. And I want to stand up a couple of you council members over there, if we could, and maybe an elder, if you got one, and just to show that we come here with no disrespect. We're really grateful that you guys have opened your house to us and shared this floor with us, and so we just want to make it right with you, if that's all right. Aici că siam.
I'd like to say, if we have our backs turned to you, we don't mean any disrespect towards our to our hosts, to our elders, to the spectators. We mean no disrespect to you whatsoever. So I apologize for that once again. But this next song we're going to sing is Children's Celebration. It was composed by Shayna Bagley and Tetium, and the words loosely translate to, "On this day we gather to celebrate our youth."
Oh
next song was also composed by Kuyalk. It's Spinning Water. Each one of our dancers out here represents a different type of water that they choose to be, whether it be salt water, fresh water, fast water, slow water. It all depends on the dancer.
Hello. Good evening, Travel Journeys. My name is John Jones. My mom is Nancy Saigo. My father is Robert Jones from Port Gamble. This next song we're going to sing is the song that was gifted to me in prayer. I asked when we were carving our second canoe, the Kalkala Heights. I woke up every day and I prayed for a song to come to me because our people needed some songs, some new dances. And so I prayed every day before I went down and worked on that canoe, and this is the song that came to me. The words of the song are Siabdi Jaya Bakwa Sista. Honored elders, family, and friends, we come together in one spirit, one mind, one spirit to honor. And it's a sister song, the Kalkala H and the Siama O'os. That's the song.
Leonard Forsman, Chairman of the Suquamish Tribe. Thank you for everybody for staying here tonight. The given name is Gu Wei, which means raven. And we're here to present a few things and some of our gifts for our songs and some words from our elders and our skippers. And we'll try to keep things as compact as we can. We come from Suquamish, the Port Madison Indian Reservation, which is established by Treaty of Point Elliott in 1855. We have many chiefs that are well known, of course, Chief Seattle and Chief Kitsap, and Chief Wahalchu, Chief Chico, and many others that have provided great leadership for us. And we're very proud to be here in Squaxin. And we've had a great trip. This is the first trip for me down south, and we've had some beautiful times here, here in your waters. It's a very powerful week, and I'm just really proud of what Squaxin has contributed to Travel Journeys up to this point and beyond. I have a great canoe family and great leadership, and of course, all the tribal leaders from Squaxin over the years. Some aren't with us anymore, but have been great leaders and set great example for government-to-government relations and all. But especially your culture and your museum and all the work that you've done preserving that. It's quite evident here. So once again, we're happy to be here. We've had some tough times in Suquamish over the last year. We're doing our best to persevere. One of our canoe families, the Tanistopes, had to put their canoe up because they lost one of their elders, and they've been at home, but they've been a strong part of our community and our group here. So we just like to acknowledge them and thank you for thinking about them, praying for them over this time, because they're a big part of this journey, and we look forward to next year when they're done with their period of mourning. So I'd like to acknowledge that. I'd just like to thank our people for all the work that they've done to work hard, to work with our youth and our elders and our teachers here and our singers and all, have continued to persevere because we really believe in this way of life. And the Suquamish are canoe people, and we travel far in our canoes before contact, and we continue to try to pull as hard as we can. We have many family canoes as well, and we're doing our best to preserve our culture and our language. We have a great linguist in our group here that's studying the language at the University of Oregon, and we're very proud of her. And we've got a pretty extensive archives as well, and I was actually reading through some of that, and one of our elders talked about the land here in Squaxin and how this is very old land, and it's an ancient place here. And during the time of the change, that this land was so old that it resisted it. So there's a lot of power here, and we're just really proud to be here in this beautiful place today. So with that, we have a number of family canoes and from Suquamish that are represented here. And I'd like to introduce our first skipper from one of our older canoe families in Suquamish, and one of our most experienced skippers, Ed Carrier, who turned 78 years young this journey. And I'd like him to come forward and say a few words, Ed.
Well, good evening or good night, everybody. I guess it's a new day today. Well, I've just had, I always have my birthday on these trips. I'm always paddling out in the middle of nowhere, and then a canoe comes by and sings happy birthday to me. That happens. So I just had such interesting, different time on this trip. John Mullen, the Snoqualmie Canoe, and Michael Evans, the Blue Heron Canoe, and the Warm Springs Canoe were paddling down the Columbia River. And I was invited to come aboard the Snoqualmie Canoe, so I went down there and I finally found them, and by gosh, I got to paddle about 60 miles of the Columbia River down there, which was quite an experience for me, because I've always wanted to do that. So this is a very special trip. And then I came back home and launched my canoe, the Weesidalt canoe, Carrier Family Canoe. My canoe is named after Chief Wahalchit's wife, Weesidalt, my great grandma. So I honored her by naming my canoe after her. So I just am so taken by the Squaxin Island tribe, how they supported us and made room for us, and all this shuttle service, and it's just it's just really awesome how they provided, and the good food and all these things. So I just raise my hands to the Squaxin Island tribe, and actually everybody that made this trip possible. Gosh, over 100 canoes. So I just raise my hands to that and thank everyone, and everyone that helped me paddle my canoe and come on this trip. So thank you all.
Next, I'd like to introduce Marilyn Wandry of the Raven Canoe family from Suquamish.
Good evening. Our dear friends and relatives of the Squaxin Island tribe and all of our canoe families. I remember when we did the full circle journey from Suquamish down here to the Squaxin Island tribe. And oh, how wonderful that was. I can still remember those clams and oysters and cockles and all those things that you were continually being baked there for the guests, and how we camped there on the island. We're too huge now to camp there, but my goodness, you are the hostess of the mostest. I can't tell you how many times I've heard individuals say how blessed they were, how well they were taken care of. Just everything, our needs were met, and with such grace, with such friendliness, with such hospitality. I am proud to be here with you. Thank you. And we have been busy. The Ravens have been weaving baskets, and they've dug clams, horse clams, and dried and smoked them. And so we would like for you your tribal council, your chief, your elders, to have some of those things that we have gathered. And I would like for our ravens to go ahead and take those things and distribute them as you know that you're supposed to. And some of you out there might not care for clams. I don't know. So if you don't, just tell them to go on by and give it to someone else. And those of you that really love those clams, I might put your hand up. So go ahead and grab the ones. Can we have the tribal council? Yes, give this to Jan.
All right, well, we have another family canoe, but you'll see them in the morning from Suquamish. They're up next in the morning, so Sacred Water will be in the morning, but they're another family canoe that hails from Suquamish. So I'd like to introduce Rob Purser, who skippers our tribal youth canoe this year. First year skipper, Rob Purser.
Thank you. My name is Rob Purser. My father is Robert Purser. My grandmother, Dora Peterson from Suquamish, and her mother's from Squaxin Island also. So I had the privilege to skip our tribal youth canoe this year. I was asked the last minute. The normal skipper, Nigel Lawrence, couldn't make it. His wife was expecting any day, and happily she had a baby girl on the 30th, so healthy, and so I was fortunate enough to take over the skippering of the youth canoe. We had over 35 youth that we rotated through the canoe every day, try to get everyone in so they have a chance to pull. And so some adults that helped out, that real positive role models for the youth, and everything worked out great. And I wanted to thank our youth for trusting me, for getting them here safely, and give me the privilege of doing so. So with that, I thank you.
The sister canoe to the Kalkalahh, the Siam Oaks, was put up for the year for repairs, and we brought our original youth canoe, Dokchel, out, and since Nigel was called away for important reasons, as Rob said, I went through my list of skippers, and I called John Jones, and he graciously, at the last minute, said he'd come back and brought his family with him, and it's just been a great journey to have John here. So John, you have a few words for us?
Thank you. First, I'd like to take care of some business and invite Dennis Miller up here to the floor. Dennis, I had to go home on Tuesday, and Dennis came out and skippered the canoe for us on Wednesday from Muckleshoot to Puyallup. So I'd like to shake Dennis's hands and at this time hand him the mic if he has a few words to say.
Good morning, good evening. My name is Dennis Miller. I'm Aleut, Unangan, Lillooet, Statlium. I've been on these canoes since 1997. I have a lot of things in my heart and in my mind concerning these canoes, and I never intend to stop. I've been a skipper this whole time. Sometimes I travel around. I even ask people if I can help them. And sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just have to tell people what to do. So I'm grateful for each and every one of you for being here, for being in these canoes, for supporting all of the people on the water, like myself, for doing the things that you do to uphold this life, because it's something I believe in, it's something I live for. I had 3 heart attacks this year. They fixed all that, and I had 3 more. And they put in a pacemaker, and here I am today. I put myself back in the canoe. One of my elders from Nia Bay said that one time. She said, put yourself in this canoe. It's going to change your life. She says, put yourself in this canoe and one day it's going to save your life. So I did those things. I very rarely ever have an idea of my own. I have all these wonderful things that elders have told me over the years. One day, someday, I'm going to have my own idea. Someday. Until then, I'm going to rely on these teachings, just like these people here say. Ancestors. This is the way it's been done. Just because things have changed a little bit over the last, few years doesn't mean anything. One day, all these boats out here are going to run out of gas, and we're going to still be here. We're still going to be here. So I have these kind of beliefs that keep me going each and every day. And I hope sincerely, that nobody gives up on these young ones. You don't think they have ears, they have ears. Think they don't have eyes, they see what you don't even think they see. They remember things. I watch these babies sleeping in here, and they're memorizing all these songs. They're remembering these words. One day they're going to wake up and they're going to do these things. One day they're going to wake up and they're going to be us. I believe these kind of things, and that's why I'm here, So I hold my hands up to Suquamish for giving me, a breath of life and a reason to keep moving, Not everybody could have that kind of faith in somebody, but here I think just about everybody does. So I'll just say that much for now, and it's good to see a lot of people here that I remember. I don't say young faces and old faces because there's a lot of old faces. Young faces don't like that part. So, anyways, I'll just say that much for now, and thank you much. Hachkasiya.
My name is John Jones. I was skipper the Dokchus. And I got a call on Sunday night or Saturday And Leonard asked me if I'd like to jump in the canoe and help out because, like he said, Nigel and his family were expecting a baby any day soon, any time. And so I volunteered. I said, yeah, I'll be there. Be back Sunday night. Be ready to go Monday morning. And we got down there Monday morning, and right when we first left, I realized that those old growth fiberglass canoes aren't quite the same as old growth cedar canoes. But man, they're fast. and it was good medicine to be back out on that water. 2007, I walked away from the canoe family here, and for personal reasons. And it's good medicine to be back out on those waters, to see the songs and the dances, to see all these canoe families that were here before get bigger, better, stronger, faster with their songs, their dances, and in the canoes. It was good medicine to hear my brother George was out there skipper in a canoe with Port Gamble. I realized that I tried to catch up to him a couple times, and I realized that, maybe he was still way behind me. It was the only thing I could figure out because I never caught up to him. So he had to have been way behind me. But he's up here standing with us today. I'd just like to thank Leonard and the Suquamish Canoe family for giving me that call at the last minute and inviting me, because it was good medicine not only to me, but to my wife and kids to be back out here. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to have our royalty come up now, including Miss Chief Seattle Days, who's the new big sister. This is Jasmine, and this is Nigel's daughter, so we appreciate you making the effort to get out here. And do we have more? Do we have any more? I knew there was one more. Okay. Okay, we'll go ahead and have our Suquamish royalty introduce themselves.
Twagalapu, Twagalapu, Gulaputi de Ishad, Gulaputi de Ishad, Sok Obschad. Hello, everybody. My name is Jasmine Lawrence. I'm 16 years old, and I'm Miss Chief Seattle Days. Thank you all for being here.
Hello, everyone. I'm Haley Crow. I'm Junior Miss Chief Seattle Days, and I thank you all for being here.
I'm Vincent Chargaloff, current Suquamish Renewal Warrior, and I'd like to say it's a pleasure to be here.
Okay. All right, with that, we're going to go ahead and start a little work here and some gifts that we hand out to these folks that stayed up tonight. We hope they made it worth your while. And these are just some offerings that we have of friendship. And we're going to start with some signature gifts here that I'll turn it over to Tina Jackson, who's our culture coordinator. And we'll have that start with this first, and then we'll get started with the bigger giveaway.
This is for Squaxin Island Tribal Council. This next one is for somebody I know who's really tired now because I've done her job before. Deborah Messenger? Is she here, or is there somebody I can accept for her? Our next gift is for a young man that's worked really hard. He's been every place I've been. He's been everywhere too. So Jeremiah. And another gift that we have that was done for us is for Charlene. I wanted to give to her for all the hard work she did. We have some work that we didn't finish on the, during the journey. We didn't get to do presentations at every stop. So if there's someone from Muckleshoot here. Where? I heard. We want to thank them for hosting us for 2 days and the generosity of the Muckleshoot people. And another place that we weren't able to do a presentation was out Puyallup. Is Connie or somebody from her group here? There's Connie. Oh, okay.
We're going to go ahead and continue on with our gifting. We'd like to apologize for starting early on our giveaway. The kids were eager to give away the stuff that they had back here. The next song we're going to sing is a song that was gifted to us by the late sommelier Bruce Miller. It was a song he gave back to us on our way out to Chemainus in Canada. It's the waiting song, so as we continue our giveaway, we're going to go ahead and sing that song.
Oh,
This next song that we are about to sing was gifted to us by Tsiak Aid, or better known by his English name, Michael Pavel. It goes with the totem pole that is up at our resort, or casino resort, and it starts off with the ladies.
Oh,
The next song we're going to sing for you is the song that was gifted to our first tribal Old Growth Cedar Canoe, the Siama O'Oaks. It was gifted to us by the master carver, Raina Trell, and his name is his name is Kapok. The meaning to the song is High Shlaukum is sacred or rare, and the Yayos is the journey we take every time we jump in that canoe. That's the meaning to the song. next song we're going to sing is a song that was gifted to us by Uncle Ray Freiberg from Tulalip. Him and his granddaughter were coming over to Suquamish for Chief Seattle Days 2004, 2005. And as they're crossing in Washington State's Great Canoe, the Washington State ferries, they picked up this song, and between him and his granddaughter, they sang the song back and forth until they picked it up, and then when they got to Suquamish, they gifted this song to us. Our hands are up to Uncle Ray and his granddaughter Michaela for sharing the song with us.
Oh,
This last song we're going to sing is our paddle out song. It's We Are Strong, We Are Suquamish.
Once again, I'd like to thank the hosts, and I'd really like to recognize your volunteers. You have excellent volunteers. It's a great example. It's a great example of the work that the Squaxin people have done to be responsible, sovereign governments. They're an asset to this area. The largest employer, I understand, largest employer in Mason County, and also reaching out to a lot of other communities, sharing our culture with them, and it was really demonstrated out there. So before we paddle out, we'd just like to, in Suquamish, we pack our canoes, if you've ever been to Suquamish, so we'd like to ask permission to pack our canoes back to the beach and head home. But we are going to stay to the end, so we'll be here. But we have a few that might have to tend to business, so I just wanted to ask on their behalf.
On behalf of the Squaxin tribe, I want to thank you and raise my hand to the Suquamish tribe for being here and being a part of this historic event of their hosting of our journey here, and being a part of what was witnessed in Olympia with the 100 canoes for the Oliver family. So I raise my hand up to you. Thank you, and thank you for sharing the songs and all the history and everything that you brought to the tribe. My hand goes up to you and give you permission to pack your canoes. Oh!
Hey!
CM, this chalice of the mighty Suquamish Nation, we give you thanks for being here. It's always an honor and a privilege to see our Suquamish relatives here for their great work on their hosting job. And it is true, you never really know until you host a canoe journey. And again, my relatives, 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock, there's going to be a cleansing of a canoe. And we're going to ask Athlamu, tribal elder here, to say a closing prayer. Yeah.
OCM. It's an honor to be here tonight. My hands go up to our leaders of our tribe, the elders, all our friends and families. Heavenly Father, as we come to you right now, I ask, Heavenly Father, that you'll just bless each and every one as they travel back to their home. Be with them and protect them on the highways and their byways, Lord, and just be with them and give them a good night's rest tonight, that they could be refreshed for tomorrow. I thank you for this day. I thank you for the cooks. I thank you for everyone that has volunteered and taken part in Squaxin Island Journey 2012. And I just praise and I give you all the glory for your love and your mercy and your grace, for the songs that you've brought today, for the teachings, for the loved ones that have got to come together for this time of year. Thank you.
Awesome. Again, my relatives, it's going to be a little bit of work with the canoes in the morning. I suggest you get here early. The old Coyote family is going to be first on deck. And we all love to hear their beautiful songs. Yeah, going to be looking for you usual offenders that are always here. Maybe I'll beat you here in the morning. I'll just sleep here. Again, I want to thank each and every one of you for staying till the end tonight. It's a little earlier than 4 o'clock, so again, my relatives, it's a beautiful way to end the evening here in Squaxin Island 2012. Look forward to another day tomorrow to get up and thank that sunshine for lighting our day. You know, again, I want to tell you, sleep tight, let the bed bugs bite because they're hungry. Awesome.